Okay, so here's my first print. You will have a number of first prints with different colours. And here's my lino now with the remaining stuff that I didn't want on this second print cut away. So all I've got here is a black outline. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to refer back to these sheets that you've got here, and you've got to look at your colour combinations. So here, the one that I'm going to look at here, I've got green paper. The original first print is this pink, so I know that my final colour that I'm going to add is blue. Refer to these because these show that you've been thinking about your colour choices. Okay, so I'm going to put that out the way for now. Same thing as usual. We're going to roller the table. Now make sure that there's no bits of dust or any rubbish on the table. And then you put on the table a small dollop as so. It is important that you don't put too much ink down because you want this final print to be as good as you can get it. So we start to roller the ink out. Now already I can hear the stickiness of the ink. Which is good. Go in a few directions. I want to make sure it's really rolled out well, so I don't have big clumps of ink on my final lino. So I'm happy with that. That's rolling well. So now I'm getting my lino and I'm just going over and I'm rolling gently the blue over the top surface. Keep taking a few bits of ink from there. Now I'm not pressing too hard, because if you press too hard you can actually take ink off. Now looking at that there, I'm pretty confident that I've got a smooth, even layer of ink over the lino. So that's good. So I'm going to put that out the way. Then what you're doing, get the print here. Now it's important that you try to register your lino correctly. So hopefully you've got very, very clear registration marks on your paper. So I'm spending my time and I'm pretty confident that I've got that in the right position. Now I'm going with the clean roller. I've got the indentations there. I want to put pressure, and I'm just putting a bit of pressure onto that top surface. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as carefully as I possibly can, turn that paper over. And then I'm going over it again, this time adding as much pressure as I possibly can. Now I know where the raised parts are, so I'm deliberately putting pressure there. All the way to the corners. And I'm not rushing it because I want this to look good. So I spend my time getting that right. Okay, so I've given that quite a bit of pressure. And then fingers crossed when I take this off, peel this back. There you go, I've got a really nice crisp print. So I'm really happy with that. It's picked up the ink exactly where I want it to pick up, and it also looks really nice. So there you go.